Hey, welcome back. When the heck do I need to scalp my Bermuda lawn? I want to give you 3 tips to help figure out when you should scalp your Bermuda lawn this year. Okay, so tip number 1, so know your last frost date. Go to a website called almanac.com and put your zip code in. This is going to give you your estimated last frost date for your specific area. And why is this important? Well, honestly, this can be very different based on where you live. So let's take where I live, for example. My last expected frost date this year is April 2nd. But what if I lived up in Northeast Tennessee in Elizabethton? My last frost date would be expected to be April 27th. That's a huge difference. What if I lived over on coastal Georgia in Savannah? My last frost date already happened. It was March 15th. So knowing your specific last frost date is really important because you want to scalp your Bermuda after this date. So go online, find that date out, and this gives you a good idea or a starting point on when you should think about scalping your Bermuda lawn this year. All right, so tip number 2, so know your soil temps and keep an eye on those soil temperatures. This is really important also because this can be a good indicator for you on when your Bermuda is going to start coming out of dormancy, and it's going to be specific for your exact area. Go to greencastonline.com, kind of like you did when you were looking to put your Pre Emergent down, and plug in your area. It's going to give you your soil temps. What you want to be looking for this time, though, is soil temps around 65 degrees and rising at that 4-inch soil level. This is going to tell you that conditions are ideal for your Bermuda to come out of dormancy. Also, conditions are going to be ideal for you to start thinking about scalping. So once you know your last frost date, you know what your soil temps are. Once you see them above 65 degrees, it's go time for scalping that Bermuda. All right, I told you this is going to be easy. We're already at the last tip. So tip number 3, so just use your eyes. So walk outside and walk and look at your lawn. Look at the grass. Are you starting to see a green haze on it? Most likely you've already passed that soil temp of 65 degrees if you are, and most likely you've probably passed that frost date as well. But once you hit the frost date, the last frost date, and your soil temps are in the mid 60s, just start looking at the lawn every day. If you start seeing green Bermuda growing, then that's a definite sign that you should be thinking about scalping within that next few weeks. All right, so once you've started to see some hints of green, you start getting that green haze on your lawn, go ahead and pick a date out that works for you. I would definitely make sure it's nice and dry. Make sure there's no rain coming that day. Just pick a day out that works for your schedule. It doesn't have to be exact. There's not an exact time frame. There's not an exact window. I would say as long as you get the scalp done within a few weeks of your lawn really starting to get vigorous and greening up, you should be good to go. All right, and once these conditions are right, so scalping your Bermuda lawn is basic number 2 to my 5 basics for a nice green Bermuda lawn. It's definitely important if you want to have a great lawn this season. So my suggestion is that you subscribe to the channel, and I'll be doing an upcoming video when I get ready to scalp my lawn. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.